Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Bench Mob ENT podcast, the best sports podcast in New Jersey. For those that are watching, you see we have a special guest. For those that are listening, we have on today from George Mason, none other than Trintiy Massenburg. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. How are you?
I'm good. I can't complain. Appreciate you taking time out your busy schedule to hop on with us. Before we get into it, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell any and everybody about the podcast and especially this episode, because I am confident that Trinity is going to share some wisdom, some gems, some cool stories that if you're an athlete or just somebody in general, you can learn from and take something from it. As I mentioned, you play basketball for George Mason. Where did your love for basketball originate? What's your origin story with basketball?
Um, so it's kind of weird because I was doing a whole bunch of sports before basketball. Well, soccer was my number one sport. I thought that was gonna be the sport I was gonna play for the rest of my career, but I was just here as I was growing up, as I was getting taller. Everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, you play basketball?" I'm like, "No, I play golf. Like I play tennis, every other sport but basketball." My brother, he's a basketball player, so everybody would assume that we both play basketball. I'm like, "No." So I think I was about like 9, 10. I started playing basketball, but like I didn't really like it that much, so I quit. And then like when I hit like middle school, like sixth grade, I was like, okay. So I joined this AAU team called Power. It was called Power Move in Baltimore. So I started playing there. Then I started to really like the game. And around my 10th grade year, I went to Takeover, and I played my last 2 years there. And then here I am at George Mason now. So yeah,
That's a that's an interesting story too, especially that you
yes,
quit and then you came back to it anyway.
yeah.
What about basketball do you love the most though?
Definitely the culture. Especially how I got here today, because the amount of people that I met, like the friends that became sisters or brothers to me, it's just amazing. Like I really thank God for putting me in this position that I'm in, just to play a sport that I love, and how it just brought me to here. So yeah.
That's dope. I tell my wife all the time, like, we'll be somewhere random and somebody happens to know me. She's like, how do you know them? Basketball.
Yes, yes, straight basketball. Oh,
Basketball.
I went to school with them. Playing. Oh, I played against them actually. That's how I know them, or I know from a friend of another friend. So yeah,
Exactly.
literally.
Basketball with the connections right there.
Mhm,
Um, you mentioned earlier that you played soccer originally.
mhm.
So I want to ask, right? Because every soccer player that I meet, they play lockup. The footwork is something different. Do you feel soccer has helped you on a basketball court, and in what way?
Oh yes, because for my height, not that many people are like athletic as me or quick. And sometimes that's a gift and a curse because I could be too quick for my own good. So that would be like one thing I would work on for myself. But I would definitely say it definitely has helped because defensive wise, you gotta change your angles at all times. Like a goal I would say for me, I would want to be able to keep up with guards if I ever get switched on someone, which I'm pretty good at doing it now, but just to be even better at it. So I would say definitely it was a big help.
I can see that for sure, especially from the film that I watched.
Uh,
Definitely, that is a strength of yours. And like I said, the footwork, every soccer player I've ever met, they may not be able to shoot, they may not be able to get many buckets, but defense, that footwork, the
hmm.
speed, something different. The stamina too,
Something
like
different.
something completely different. For you, I was reading up that you had an injury. How did that injury impact you on the court and off the court?
It was definitely mentally and physically, I would say. When I first got when it first happened, mind you, it was at a All Star game, so I wasn't even really playing that much. I just was passing the ball and rebounding. And the one time I go for a layup, I get hurt, and I didn't know it was a tear, like a complete tear or whatever, until like a few days later. So we're all thinking, oh, it's just like a pull, something was just pulled, I'll be good. That's not good. So I was like, dang. So I would say my freshman year, uh, my senior year into my freshman year, all that rehab and training of how to use my body, trust my body again, because there'll be times where I would just be like, can I really put my foot down, like my right leg down? Like, can I like really trust my leg? Like, it was really like just the trust was like my number one thing I had to really get back. And mentally, it was definitely tough. I'm not even gonna lie. I wouldn't wish no tears, no injuries on nobody because it will put you in another field of thinking. It's like, what's the point? Because a big injury like that, like you're out for a whole, like for me, I was out for the whole season. And it was good that I was able to observe everybody else and see what I could do like this year, or like, my future years. But it's like, dang, I'm watching the game. I'm like, I could have did that. I could have got the rebound. I could have got the stop. So I'm just watching everything, watching everybody else do something that I wanted to do. So it was just really hard. There'd be times where I just did not want to play anymore. I was thinking about, I really could just go get a job right now. Go just go back home. Talk to my parents a little bit. But I was like, I'm way too deep into this. I My number one goal was to go to school for free, and that's why I'm here right now at school for free. So I wasn't gonna do my parents like that, and do myself like that. Like I worked too hard to just quit. So, and God would not put me in a situation to quit. So I just had to just stick through it, honestly.
For you, right? Because I know that's a grueling injury. I've heard that the rehab is grueling. You
Yeah.
alluded to like how tough it was on you mentally. How did you like maintain your mental health in that time space to keep going? Like, of course, like you said, yeah, so I got a free ride right now. I can't do that to my parents, to myself, and God won't put me in this situation. But some, don't make it through. Some take
hmm
that route and say, I'm going back home. This is too
hmm
much. I'm not gonna play ball no more. I'm good off of it.
Um, I would say my support system. Like it'll be times where like I'll be like with a friend or something. I'm like, bruh, I'm not feeling this. I'm really not. Or I'll talk to my brother. I'm like, I'm not. I don't really want to do this no more. Like it's just too much. But they'll be like, just keep pushing through. It's really like you will low key regret it. And I'm glad I didn't, quit. So my support system, my mom, my dad, like my mom especially. And my grandma, they would just always just say, keep pushing, you're doing like they were always supportive. Even when I think I wasn't doing my best, they definitely put it in stone, like you're doing fine, like don't worry about it. Like everything takes time and I still struggle with that today. Like I be wanting to just get back on track. Like I want to be right back where I want to be or better, but nothing happens overnight. That's just my number one issue. Nothing happens overnight. So I have to keep that in my mind every single day, like to just keep moving forward because at the end of the day, when the success comes, it's gonna come. So yeah.
With that, right? I know sometimes they say it take a little bit of maybe a year or two for a player, depending on the player, to feel like themselves again. At
Mhm.
this point, after the injury, do you feel you're getting back to yourself even a little bit to where you was before and you're feeling comfortable?
I would say yes. Yeah, I would say yeah. I'm definitely hard on myself, so I'm thinking. Sometimes I do be thinking, no, girl, what are you doing? This is not what we used to do. Like, what are we doing? And like my coaches, they'll be like, you're doing fine. I don't know why you keep thinking that you're going backwards when you're actually going forwards. So I would say yeah. I just think that compared to how I was around this time last year, I completely better. So I'm just happy that I'm in a good space now.
For you, right? Coming into this next season, you guys did as a team make it to the tourney, which is a huge thing to do.
Mhm.
What are some goals for you coming into the season and for the team after how everything went last season?
I would say I'm working on being more versatile. Like I don't want to be I just want to be a post that just rebounds and do putbacks, which is not bad, but I will also want to become more trustworthy for my coaches and my teammates to know if I get the ball, if I get the rebound, I can push the floor at least to my point guard. I don't have to just stand there and look around and be like, oh, somebody come get the ball. So that too, I also want to elevate or get better with my ball handling, shooting, threes, and all that. I just want to have different options to my back. Like I don't want somebody to be guarding me and they only know I'm only going to do one thing. I want them to be surprised that I can do other things. We're like, what can't she do? So yeah.
Now that's huge. That versatility is major, especially in the game now.
Mhm.
The players that are able to do multiple things, that keeps you on the court, and like you said, it keeps the defense on their toes because Trinity could go get a bucket, midi, three. She got the handle, so definitely something that is great with the mentality for you to have going into next season for you. With the basketball scene and how everything's going with women's basketball, finally, it's getting the recognition that it deserves. I have two sisters that played basketball, and I've been one of the few that's been yelling at the mountaintop. The W is good basketball. It's where it's at,
Mhm.
and we're finally seeing it even at the collegiate level. You are still a part of it. You are playing right now in this era of women's basketball being appreciated and respected. How does that feel as a woman playing? And it's like, all right, they finally realizing what we've been telling y'all all along.
It feels great. I'm happy to be in this a position right now, like to just experience it. It's really cool. Like all we really needed was just one chance, and our chance was during the NCAA a couple years ago with Angel and Caitlin Clark and all that. Like just that little rivalry, whatever. It really made people open their eyes. Like, oh, it's women, girls can actually play basketball. Yes, we always been able to play basketball. I don't understand that, but it's just great that we just have the opportunity in general. Like all we can do is go up from here, just get more fans, more support, just all of it. And I'm just really blessed and happy to be in this position today.
Being a college basketball athlete, what is one thing that you actually like to change about the game?
I would say how this NIL is definitely taking a toll. I'm not gonna lie. I love getting some I love getting some money, the free money. I love money. But at the same time, it does seem for different people that they're only money driven now, and like they don't want to stay with a team to build a culture, I guess. Not saying it's bad. It's bad to transfer anything like that. You never know anybody's situation, but for some, there are just like, oh, I can go somewhere and get some more money. Like I don't have to be here. Da da da. Then why did you come in the first place? What are you doing? Like I guess people have different goals, and it's like for coaches too. I'm not gonna lie. It's always been like that for coaches, but it's starting to go into the players now, and now it's like a big like it's just a mess. Like these past couple of weeks have just been a whole lot of transferring here, there, or coming back, or the coaches they leaving. Oh, never mind, he's staying. Da, da, da. It's just been so much confusion. So I honestly just wish that it just calms down to a certain point. People just remember to create history, create culture for certain schools that have it. Like with us, like I'm a part of a team that finally won in the A10 tournament or just in the tournament in general for the school. So that's a good thing. And I would want to pursue that and like bring more people in to change history to bring just make the school better itself. So
I think that's definitely a conversation that we're going to be having for
mhm.
some time to come. Even Dejanay Carrington was talking about it, of how it's a completely different scene, and we're seeing it
Mhm.
pretty much. I can't speak. I don't really hear this in like golf or tennis, but
Or swimming, or I literally had to ask other people. I'm like, is this happening in any other sport? Maybe like football was definitely that's always been happening, but like soccer, volleyball, I don't hear. Everybody's just chilling, doing their thing. They sticking through it. If they gotta leave, they gotta leave. But like people just leave. I literally saw a video It was like a little skit of somebody from, I don't know what school it was, maybe Vanderbilt or something. Like after they lost in the tournament, they went in the locker room and people was like the teammates looking like on Twitter, I guess. One of their teammates that's in the locker room just committed that they were leaving. So I was like, oh my, that's real? Like people are actually doing that. That's crazy. Like at least tell your teammates that you think about leaving. I mean, unless y'all don't got the chemistry, that's something different. Because it's now strictly business, which I understand. Business is business, but at least like let your partners know that you're about to leave, but not 13 or 10 minutes after the game is over, after like a tough game. I would look at you so crazy if I found out my teammates leaving after we just lost. Like what? It was just I was just like, this can't be real. This cannot be life right now. But it
Yeah,
is.
it's super crazy because I saw a post. It was a regular person that was going to a college, and a team lost, and they transferred like immediately after the game. The person posted, he's like, "Dad, what do you do when your class partner transfer to another school?"
He said, "We're gonna work it through. Don't worry about it." I was like, man, this world is a straight. This basketball is just straight trolls right now. This is straight joke at this point. I don't even know.
It's absolutely bananas, wild wild west. You mentioned earlier, right, that you sometimes you could be hard on yourself, which I think you got to find a balance with that because you should be your hardest critic, but at the same time, be able to give yourself grace. How would you evaluate your play last season?
I would say I gave it my all. I definitely did give it my all, like all my full effort every time, as much as I could when I got on the floor. I would say I should have been more consistent because if you see like my stats in the beginning of the season, I was getting good minutes. I was, getting boards, getting a couple points. Like I wasn't like, don't try to do too much, but I was being helpful. But after like probably like one of our kind of like big games, I didn't really show up or I just looked crazy. So and it kind of like that side of me, like the negative side, became a little bit consistent. So that made my play go down. So I would say for next season, or like my dad, he would tell me just focus on doing the good things, just focus on doing the simple things that will keep you in the game. And that's what I started to do towards the end of the season, which got me low key back in the game when needed be. So I would say for next season, I would just want to be more consistent. And if I'm not doing my best, don't show it on the court. Just play through it.
No, that's important right there. But I think that's really good that you're able to have the honest conversation with yourself.
Hmm.
I know you know of athletes that don't do that. They stuff don't stink. I ain't never did nothing wrong. I
Hmm.
went 3 for 24. Wasn't my fault. Stuff like that. Yeah. So
Hmm. Definitely.
I think it's really good that you have that honest assessment of your game with yourself and what you can do to improve next season. Growing up, who were some players that you tried to model your game after, or players that you watched their film like, hey, I want to add that to my game. I want to be like them.
I remember for the before I even played basketball, I somehow I had a picture of Della Don in my room. Like I had that I think I cut out a picture of, like a sports magazine. I was like, oh, like she just looks so cool. Like she's a basketball player, women's basketball player. That's so cool. So I had it in my room. And when I started playing basketball, I was looking at her and Angel McCoughtry. I think that's how you say her last name. And then Asia Wilson, like during her college years and her early league years. What I like about them is they're versatile, they're gritty, they know how to create their own pace. Like they go at their own pace. They love the boards. Like I love to get rebounds. I like to be physical. Now a lot of people don't really like physicality. I don't know why you're playing. I don't know, but I love to get dirty, like get physical. I like it. It's fun to me. So it's just it's just like an inspiration to look at them, especially because they're all tall. Like they're all lengthy. They're just an inspiration. I ain't gonna lie.
All legends and goats that you mentioned right there.
Mhm.
For sure that, yeah, like you said, it really exemplifies the versatility. So if you're trying to be versatile, those are definitely the players that go watch their film and figure out how they are successful in what they do. For you, right? Basketball is what you do, is not who you are.
Hmm.
Who is Trinity outside of basketball?
That is a amazing question because I'm still trying to figure that out right now. Because I used to be like super busy. I used to play instruments, go to art, science, computer camp, all that type of stuff. Like I was just always just doing something, just interested in something. Like now I'm just going to school, playing basketball, going to sleep, doing it all over again. But I'm trying to find my hobbies again. Just try to put aside basketball because I do love basketball, but I'm not playing forever. I need to know what I like on the outside, how to keep myself maintain my mind at peace. So I started like cooking and stuff. I really like fitness, like getting in the weight room. That's probably one of my favorite things. Even though I be struggling with them weights, but I see the results at the end. So I just try. Like, I'm still finding habits of what to do outside basketball, but yeah.
All right, cool. So every guest that we have on, this is their home podcast. So next season, when you go ahead and drop 20 and 15, this is your podcast. So if you want to come on and talk your stuff, like, yeah, I done
First.
figured it out. Versatile. You hop back on here, and maybe by next year we'll have a conversation. Next season, we'll be able to revisit,
Mhm.
find out some of the hobbies that you chose now.
Hopefully,
Uh,
hopefully, hopefully. I don't know. Hopefully.
hopefully. So in your bio, right, you have Philippians 4:7. What is the significance of that scripture to you, and why did you choose it to have in your bio?
I chose it to have my bio because, for one, God didn't put you in these positions to be alone in. And that's what some people are struggling with today, including myself. I'm always thinking, dang, I got to figure this out. I'm anxious, I'm nervous, da 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 da. I got to find ways to do it. No, girl, no, you don't. You don't go ahead and just pray. Just do a little quick prayer. Just take a breathe in, breathe out. And if I'm ever confused with something or just just fuzzled on certain things, you could look in the Bible. The answer is in there. The answer will be somewhere in that Bible. You got to read a few pages, few books. It's a lot of books, but you're gonna find something that really sticks out to you. And it's like the saying of just let go and let God. And that's one of my main things. Like on my phone, I literally have this. I have like a whole bunch of screensavers, but I have this on there, and that's just it's a hard picture. Like, bruh, he saves everybody. It's he can really bring peace to your life if you let him. Like, all he's waiting for is just the green light, and that's how it goes. Not saying you're not gonna have no trial tribulations. Oh, you will still, but to go through it, you got confidence.
Yeah, most definitely. Like the key that you said right there is if you let them. That's
Mm,
the key, because we all, well, I won't say we all know, but for those that have dove into their word and chose Jesus to be their Lord and Savior, he a gentleman. He ain't gonna force his way in.
mm,
I'm a knock on the door at your heart. Will you let me in? So it's a matter of, do we, like you said, do we green light Jesus? Hey, you got the green light. Do what you gotta do. And like you
yeah.
said though, with that, he didn't never tell us not near one scripture. Oh, it's gonna be cupcakes and rainbows.
I wish it does that, but it does not. Like the way I want to find. Oh, I'm good for life. Oh, perfect. But no, no. Everyone in that book struggled. Everyone in that book. It don't even matter if it's a side character. They all struggled. They all, even Jesus struggled. So like, if his only son struggled, then you gonna struggle too. But it's okay because we got eternal life at the end of the day.
Facts, like you said, it's gonna be some struggles and some things, but back to the scripture that you mentioned, you gonna have peace in it though. And you might be in a storm, but I'm on the boat with you on the storm, so you good. It's a
That's
storm. I'm not negating that it's not a storm.
the big wave coming over. I'm looking at you. You looking at me. What we about to do? All we can do is pray for it. Just see what happens.
Facts. So in your life so far, what's the best piece of advice that you've received?
I would just say just be yourself. Just do what you can do. Because you trying to force things, it's not gonna work. Like if you can control it, control it. If you can't be mad at it. Because it'd be times where I'd be like, oh, I can fix that, or let me handle. And that's with like relationships or just anything in general. Like if you can't, don't force it. Never force anything. If it don't happen, it don't happen. That's okay because somebody else or something else will come your way. You're not even gonna expect it. Like it's just that simple. Just do only what you can do.
Well, there go the title of the episode right there. Don't force it. That's the title.
Hey, no, hey, just like Nike, just do it. Just do it. Don't force it. That's it.
Most definitely. Transition to the fourth quarter segment. Some more fun questions. Get to know the person a little bit more. I am a foodie. I love to eat. I love to eat. That's anybody that knows me. I love to eat. I love to cook. So I ask every guest, I don't care what field of life, what career they do, I ask a food related question.
I like
Your
that.
favorite restaurant?
Now, I had to split this in between two. Because my all time back in the day was Red Lobster. Because every birthday in my family that we had, everyone in that family, it don't matter who birthday it was, we always went to Red Lobster. So I just gained the love for Red Lobster and Kobe's. Kobe's hibachi or Japanese, however you say it. That's for celebrations. If we graduate, Kobe's. If we got somebody got a new job, Kobe's. It's a simple answer. Red Lobster and Kobe's.
So, right, you just mentioned Red Lobster.
Mm-hmm.
You from the DMV area, which is known for seafood.
Mm-hmm.
What would be your favorite seafood dish?
Now there, I never had like the blue crabs, but like it's like this little platter where it's like the shrimp scampi with I think like a shrimp alfredo or something like that, and some crab or some sort. I don't remember. But if y'all ever want to come to the people out there, if y'all ever want to get some crabs, go ahead down to Baltimore. Get you some good old crabs, cause that's every time I go home, like summertime, whatever. That's one of the first things I do get some crabs, and I will sit there and eat them. And that's just one of the top things I love in my life. You give me a whole thing of crabs with butter, melted butter. Hey, go ahead, put that. Go ahead. I'm gonna just say yes. I'm gonna say yes to you. That's all I gotta do. I'm gonna just say yes.
Most definitely. Baltimore is on my list of places to visit this summer
Yes,
for that specific reason.
please.
Favorite 5 video games. Now, this may not be a valid question anymore, but from what I saw in your bio, they said that you like to play PS4,
I
and it
do.
might be a PS5 now. But
No,
if
I'm sick with the four. I don't have
me and
the
you
money.
both, me and you, I still got the 4 as well. Me and you both. Your favorite 5 video games?
Uh, I would say Uncharted. The whole like every each game one through I think four. Call of Duty. It don't matter which one. Uh, GTA 4 because that was the first. Because my dad used to be a gamer, real heavy with the PS3, and I just started playing with him, and then he gave me the whole console. So GTA 4 was my first real game, and I love it. Even though I don't have the game anymore, the new GTA that's cool enough, but the original you in New York right by the beach, oh yeah, that's the one. And then I would say Minecraft on my creative side. That's like a chill game if you just want to just take your mind off things, peaceful, just build something, kill something if you want. I don't know, just do what you want. It's a whole creative world out there, and it's either between. I used to play 2K or Madden, but Either 2K Madden or FIFA, the soccer game. I don't know, one of those three.
No, that's tough. FIFA is one of my favorite games of all time. I didn't get to play soccer like you growing up. The first time I tried to play, they made me play goalie, and I wasn't rocking with none of that. So then I stopped.
Hey, that was my position. I used to be like probably midfield. One game, I just got mad tall at some point in elementary. They said, "You want to go as goalie?" Okay. I stayed there for the next 10 years. I said, "Yeah, I'm retired." No, I'm retired. I thought this was gonna be it, but my teams are too good. I'm just standing here awkward. Like parents would say, "You should bring a book or a crossword." No, I'm gonna do something active. I'm gonna just go do something active. If y'all put me in another position, I would love that. But I it's giving. I'm gonna stay in the same spot, the same little box for the next. I don't know how long. So I say, yeah, I'm putting them shoes down, putting that ball in the closet, and that's it. Like, mm-mm.
The same happened to my sisters. They played soccer growing up, but they weren't goalies, so they got to be, actually on the offense. They were
Okay.
on teams that were so good. Game is 6-zip. They're not even getting on that side of
Yeah,
the field. The goalie literally just would sit there. Some would cry. I want to play too. Like it.
it's rough.
If you
It's rough back there.
exactly,
It's rough
if you on
back
a
there.
good team, you're not even getting cardio in or nothing. You
Nothing.
just standing there.
Yes.
All expense paid vacation. Where are you going?
Bora Bora. That is my dream vacation. I would say. I just can't wait to get that much money to just first of all just to go out the country, go somewhere that's not near North America, maybe somewhere across the globe, further along the globe. Because I could go to Cancun or Mexico or something simple. But Bora Bora is like one of the most beautiful islands I've ever seen in my life, and it's just like you could just go get a little hut and just sit right at the water and just look out. You're in the water, even though the water is. I don't like being just surrounded by complete water, but at least I'm close to the sand. I can see the sand. I can see where I'm putting my feet at. I can see everything. So it's just a beautiful place. That's my number one. Absolutely.
Most deaf. Last question before we get you out of here. Again, we appreciate you hopping on. For those that are watching and listening, Trinity Massenburg, George Mason. Last one. The WNBA draft just happened. Who wins the title this year?
That is an amazing question. I don't know. Like I never know. I just watch. I don't predict. Like even with the NCAA, I don't predict. I just see who's getting close. I'm like, oh, they might win. They don't end up winning. So I don't know. They like each team got great players. So I'm just excited to see the first game. I'm just happy to see the first game. I'm just excited to see all the new players coming in, getting a new feel for this environment they're about to be in. I'm just so happy for them. I'm just so happy for the girl. I'm a girl's girl. I'm happy for the girls right now. Like, we're on top right now. I don't care. I don't care. I love the boys, but not that much. The girls are on top. I don't care.
I was talking to somebody yesterday. I was telling them this season coming up for the W is about to be on a whole nother level. All of the moves that happen with free agency, the draft picks, this is going to be a very competitive season. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know who wins either. If I had to choose, I'm looking at them like the Liberty got better too. And they the reigning champs. You add Natasha Cloud and Phoebe. This is going to be one of those seasons. It's
It's definitely a nail biter. Try looking left and right. I'm looking at like there's 5 different games on. Who finna win today? Like you don't know. I literally do not know. I'm just happy to watch. Great entertainment right there. Great entertainment right there. So
most definitely, basically, whoever ends up winning, they gonna earn it. It's not. I don't think it's
mhm,
going.
of
It's not
course.
gonna be no. It's not gonna be a season where it's one team that's just running over everybody. This is going to be a very, as you said, entertaining season. But y'all know the vibes here on the Bench Mob Entertainment podcast. If you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. Bench Mob, we out. Peace.